energy giving food. Carbohydrate and fat give our body energy to do work as well as to play. So if they ask you, name the two nutrients which provide energy to our body, your answer should be carbohydrate and fat. Remember, carbohydrate will always give us instant energy. Instant energy means, suppose you want to do one quick running, maybe for 100 meters, 200 meters, that energy will be provided by carbohydrate. Whereas fat, which comes under lipid. In lipid there are two kinds, one is fat and oil. So fat is one of the type of lipid. Okay, fat will give us long-term energy. Suppose we wanted to run a marathon race, maybe 3 to 5 kilometers we want to run. So at that time, the energy for a long term, that will be provided by fat. Remember, sugar and starch are two good examples for carbohydrate. If they ask you name the two types of carbohydrate, your answer should be sugar and starch. You can, for sugar, you can consider the example of glucose, sucrose. Sucrose you may be knowing, right? It is the table sugar that is used to make tea, coffee and all, which is added to give that taste. Then, carbohydrates are found in these food items. Okay, these are carbohydrate rich food items. In the picture also it is mentioned. It includes rice, wheat, grains, chapati, bread, noodles, potato, sugar, etc. So these are all carbohydrate rich food items. Okay, remember, carbohydrate will give us instant energy. Then the second nutrient which provides energy is fat. Do you know fat will be stored in our body and it can be used whenever we require energy. Okay, I told you how fat will give energy. It will give us long-term energy. Suppose you start doing fasting. You will miss your breakfast. You will miss your lunch. Now our body requires energy to do work. At that time, fat will be utilized in our body to give energy. Okay, there is another function of fat. It will also keep our body warm. You might have heard about polar bear, which lives in cold climate. They mainly to protect from cold, polar bear is having a thick layer of fat below its skin. It will keep its body warm even in cold climate. Then fat is usually found in these: butter, oil, ghee, nuts, cheese. In these, fat is actually present. Here you can have a look at butter, cheese. These two pictures they are given. So these are rich in fat. Suppose if they ask you a question, name the two nutrients which provides us energy. Your answer should be carbohydrate and fat. Suppose if they ask you which nutrient will give us instant energy, your answer should be carbohydrate. Fat will give us long-term energy. If they ask you name the nutrient which will keep our body to stay warm, your answer should be fat.